Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. My day has been all things kitchen. Done a lot of cooking and baking. So it's near the end of the day, or it's 3 o'clock here. But of course I always have to sit down and do a quick little page spread in something that I might be working on. And as if you watched my last video, I shared this is an upcycled envelope journal, or at least the cover is made out of 2 envelopes. Side by side, I made a little spine. It's 1 signature. Just, you know, just a little more of an organic, trashy creation as opposed to some of the other journals that I tend to make. So I ended up covering the front and the back. I just used strips of scrap paper. And this, of course, is the back tag here that sticks out. But yeah, I really enjoyed using up my scrap strips and whatnot. And I put on a trial that I was watching, and one thing leads to another, and a little texture here. This is these 2 butterflies. I'll share. I originally put, like, this is how they come at the dollar store, and one was green and this one was a different shade of green. And then I thought I just didn't care for the bold green on the butterfly, so I tore off this part here. I just sort of tore it off, and then I thought, oh, I like that look too. It's sort of grungy, and I took my dabber here and just sort of went lightly around the outskirts of the butterflies, and I like that look. It sort of adds to the, you know, upcycled vibe. A little bit of, I have all kinds of little packages laying around with stuff, and so I just took a little bit of whatever you want to call that, and I added a strip here for some texture and a little strip here along the side of some fabric and paper. So yeah, I just thought that I would share this with you, and maybe we can find a page and do a quick little page spread together, and then that will be my little crafty sesh today. I did add the envelope here on this page, and I tucked a tag behind it, and then I just added this little fold out, very brittle old ledger or writing page. I thought it looked cute right there, and it's perfect for a little journaling spot. And let's see, what will we work on today? I like this page. Why don't we work on this page today? Okay, so I'm just going to grab some little, I have so many of these little bundles of scrap that I tend to just clip, and then I hope that I get through them, which rarely happens. I never can get through my scraps. It's a scrap war. I know most of you can relate. I'm sure you can. Well, let's see. Let's look at this little pile. Okay, what will we use? Oh, a CD. Oh, I like that idea. That adds to the upcycle vibe. Oh, another torn off piece of ledger. Maybe I'll use this. Maybe I'll use this, a little game. What game is this again? I have, like I told you in one of my videos, I tend to buy old games and then I use some of the pieces inside the game itself. Okay, well, this lends itself to the sewing crochet vibe. Maybe this. Oh, there we got some more stitches for your sampler. That seems like it would suit. Let's see, maybe that. We'll see. Okay. All right, so I'm working with the CD cover. It's a coffee dyed CD cover. This was in some Happy Mail I received by some of you lovely people. It's always a treat to receive people's Happy Mail. And then I get to work with some of the pieces that are in the little package. Always fun to use and decorate for you guys. Okay, let's do that. But I think what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of ink. So today, what did I bake? I baked 2 banana loaves, one for my son and one for my daughter. And I baked just using up stuff that I had in my cupboard. So I did a tray of Rice Krispie squares, probably going to my daughter and son-in-law and grandkids. And then I baked 2 pizza crusts using my Greek yogurt 3-ingredient recipe. I absolutely love Greek yogurt pizza crusts. And I got all the spreads for the pizzas kind of ready to go. And my hands are dry from the dishes, which is okay, because this isn't going to be a very long video. Okay. Now I want this to go inside, but I can see it doesn't quite fit. So maybe what we'll do is we'll tear this piece off. This seems like it's going to fit beautifully. Okay. And I'm going to make sure that I'm going to just then glue this little image that I want showing in the envelope. Make sure it's glued down to the background paper. Hopefully this works out. Perfect. Okay, that's great. I think I'm just going to glue these little flaps. I'm going to glue this flap down. Now, am I going to glue it like this to flip it out? Or, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's just glue this little flap down. And then I think I'll use it as a pocket tuck as well. I guess I should be in camera here. Okay, so it flips out like that. I can add or tuck more in there if I want. Okay, now there is this piece of, this is a little journaling card. Not sure from who or from what or which printable kit, but it is from a printable kit that I have had in my craft room for ages. But I think what I want to do is use this as just sort of as a layered feature, not a functional piece. So I'm going to leave this like that. And hope this is going to work out. I'm doing this kind of quickly. Okay, so it's just glued it attached to the back of the envelope. Glue it a little bit better here. Okay. I just attach it a little better here in the corner. So it's going to act as part of the envelope pocket. And then maybe I will use this as what I tuck in behind it as the journaling card. kind of like the color palette here. But what will I do with this? Let's see. Will I add another layer? Or will I just put this behind like that? I am not sure. This beautiful little trim. Could go at the bottom. Actually, I do like that. I'm just going to straighten the edge. Oh, that wasn't very straight. Okay, so I'm going to just a little piece of trim that's going to peek out at the bottom. So I'm going to glue it right about here. And take my little squishy tool. I think I will cut this little edge here. Okay. Okay, now I want to put a little tab on this. Maybe this is going to act as the tab. Or I could flip it over like this. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. I wish I could remember the name of this game. I picked it up because it reminded me of my childhood. Millborn. I think it's Millborn. Do you guys remember that game? I do believe it's Millborn. I think I've just dated myself. Well, that's okay. Don't mind at all. Okay, so that's going to tuck in there. Now I could, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to glue this edge down. It's not going to be a flap. It's just going to be a pocket. Which kind of defeats the purpose of using it as a flip out, but that's okay. We're allowed to change our mind. Okay. Well, this was quick. Using up just little piles of your pieces that you know that you want to use up and you never seem to get to. So just grab your little pile and, I don't know, just start gluing. And this will be the journaling card. I could add more paper. Why not do that? Maybe we'll tuck something else in there. This is a piece of a glassine bag. The remnants of a glassine bag. And I think we're going to add it behind here for some layer effect. And let's see, maybe I can add one more thing. More scraps. This looks like, no, I'm not going to do this one. I've got enough floral. Well, here's a little tag, an embroidery tag. There we go. a little layered pocket using a really old CD cover, or maybe it wasn't old, but it's coffee dyed. Like I said, it was Happy Mail. And here we have it. Fun. Got to spend a little time in my craft room because I always seem to need to a little bit each day for sure. Some days I get a longer period of time, and other times I don't get much at all. But we're just working through this little scrappy, trashy treasure, and I will be sure and share my little process along the way. If you're interested, I hope you'll join me. Okay, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Mine is going to be busy with some out-of-town friends. I'm going to be helping our daughter and our son-in-law, you know, do a bit of organizing and do a dump run for them, get rid of their stuff and just things like that. And somehow the weekend will come and go. So I hope to see you guys maybe on Monday, and we will do a little more crafting together. So have a lovely weekend, guys. We will talk to you soon. Bye.